Today's episode is sponsored by Raul Rodriguez Law.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the season 2 finale of the Leija Lounge. We made it. What episode is it? 16?
16 going on 30.
Yeah. Welcome to the season finale. Today we are going to...
And we've been here for all 16.
All 16,
Think about that. Seriously, we've been here nonstop for like 36 hours. Mm-hmm. No, 48 hours, right?
We did
doing
all
16 episodes.
All 16 episodes in 3 days.
I think we're about due for a shower.
Yeah, for sure. We are reacting to the 60 minutes of insane boxing knockouts right now. Our reaction video to the best fights of, what was it, the decade?
It was like top rank best
fights was, got a lot of feedback on that one. So let's do it again. Let's run it back. Insane knockouts. We're on summer mode right now. We're going to have some fun. I'm drinking my
Yeah.
So
a little do it fluid.
Yeah.
Do it to it.
So let's get to it. Let's see some of these knockouts. I want to see some teeth on the ground.
Go ahead, Dad.
Let's press it. Let's see what's got. This one, Pacquiao Marquez.
Round 6.
What do you remember about this fight?
Man, it was this fight was, both guys had gone down already. But when Pacquiao gets knocked down, he just comes right after you and just tries to knock you out.
The beautiful part about this was that Marquez, I'm sure for the three fights, had that faint 1-2 down. So they're going to show him get dropped right here.
Yeah.
But the whole time, Marquez is waiting for that faint 1-2. Faint 1-2. That's all Pacquiao does.
And that's what he works.
And he timed it.
Marquez works on that too.
Right here.
He was working on the gym.
Oh, I know.
He was working at that same punch. People say it was a lucky punch. He worked on it forever.
Yeah. In sparring, they show him dropping someone off that same move.
Yep.
And what people probably don't realize on this knockout
right here
is when he gets knocked out, his foot gets stepped on.
Boom.
His right foot got stepped on, and he didn't get to have the right support under his
to catch
body
the shot,
to catch the punch, and that's what knocked him.
But that was,
he's out like a light.
He's out like a light.
Yeah.
For 2 minutes, I think he was out.
Yeah. I remember that. That was just like, Marquez, one of the best fighters in the world, one of the greatest Mexican fighters, and it's still a shocker, right? It was still a shocker.
He's not getting up, Jim. That's what he says. Oh,
he went down.
He ate all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was just so weird to see someone like Pacquiao get knocked out. You never saw it. He got caught.
He's
been dropped.
His foot. He got caught. His foot got caught.
So and you know who was right there was Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah.
Some say he has something to do
with
with
This one
it.
we can just skip over. This fight.
I heard that
this
too.
fight we can just skip.
Yeah, that's your favorite fighter.
You got Linares and Lomachenko. Great fight. What they're not going to show you is Linares dropping Lomachenko for the first time.
Yeah.
That's what they're not going to show you
Fast
here.
hands.
But, again,
and Linares is already past his prime at this point.
Past his prime. Been in there with some good fighters. And again,
paper mache for a chin.
Yeah. And again, they hit him to the body with almost like a ghost punch to the body.
Shot. Yeah, it was a quick one.
But again,
that's just perfect placement. That's what we tell a lot of people. It doesn't have to be powerful. You just got to place it and time it beautifully for it to be effective like that.
It's like we say, Mark, good punches hurt too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that liver shot, like we talked about it before. It's a reset button to your body.
Oh, right there.
You get hit, and there's nothing. I've never been hit there, but from seeing people that I've hit or just seeing fights, your body shuts down for about 10 seconds.
Yeah. You hit me like that once.
Yeah, when you're getting ready for your Golden Gloves.
When you're 5.
So this is Ali, and I'm assuming Ali's gonna be on the A side of this receiving end. But you know this guy?
I'm trying to think. Is
he just
behind the head right
victim one?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's not. I thought it was a Ken Norton or something like that, but it's not.
No.
Got the same haircut as Ken Norton.
Ooh. So someone said, who was it? Tyson? Someone said that Ali never threw a body shot.
Yeah,
And I don't know if I can
yeah.
ever see a body shot from Ali.
Man, he was so fat. But the thing with Ali was his knockouts came from the speed, not so much the power, but just the speed and the punches that they didn't see coming.
It was
towards
overwhelming.
them. Yeah, just look at that, just the speed.
Mm-hmm.
Heavyweights weren't that fast back then.
Oh, we
Man,
getting
he
it got up.
three knockdowns quick.
Oh.
Man.
Look at that.
He had the hook from hell.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Jeez,
Get up. Get up.
that's the goat.
What was that trainer's name?
Come on, Junior.
Jamie Foxx, right?
Yeah, that was him.
Man, this guy's just throwing him around.
Yeah,
He's
He's
just
still
throwing him
getting
around.
up, though.
It's a
Hey,
10 knockdown
he's
rule.
getting up.
Is
He's
that the
getting
mop
up.
or is that him?
Yeah,
He's getting up, man.
Put him out of his misery.
I think
Blue.
this was back in when they had the 5 knockdown rule in effect.
Yeah. This is 15 rounds still,
8 rounds.
with horsehair gloves.
Yep. Yeah, those gloves are no joke.
Man. But to be in there still, right? That's boxing, though.
Yeah.
To still be in there,
You
knowing you're up,
got to admire that.
you have a mountain on you. You have
Yeah.
the great Ali on you.
He
He
dropped
dropped.
down 4 or 5 times.
He just
still
dropped you
fighting.
8 times.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're still up there.
Yes.
Stay up. Stay up.
His legs don't work anymore. It's
Yeah.
done.
And
man.
the ref doesn't bother to call it. He just keeps counting.
Man, get him up. He's still counting.
Hey, look at that. Keep getting up, man.
He's gonna get all
Look at
10. It looks like Mills Lane a little bit with hair, right?
Yeah.
You gotta respect that guy.
Yeah.
That's
He's
awesome.
getting up like
yeah.
that.
It's a champion right there.
I always tell people
He got back up.
I always tell people that I respect the guys that are
Come
that
here.
have losses, a lot more losses than wins, because they walk into the ring knowing they're going to get knocked out or stopped, and they still walk in. Pros or champions, or not pros, but champions that are like never been beat would probably never walk into a ring. Some of them, knowing that they're going to get knocked out, they may not make that walk. This guy made it every time.
And
Where do you go, boss? Where do you go, boss? What are you saying?
It's another Ali.
Man,
Oh, a little.
I've never
Little
seen that. A
whoopsie
guy
daisy.
Yeah.
goes down, gets up, and jabs him.
Yeah,
He's got twinkle toes.
there's Ali speed though. He was so quick.
So, and that's the whole thing. Like, people really praise Ali on the speed, but man, he's dropping guys right here.
Oh yeah.
Tiny.
Not only that, but he could take a punch. Ali's probably one of the greatest chins in heavyweight history. He could take a punch.
Who's that, Terry Bradshaw?
Yeah,
That looks
Terry
like
Bradshaw.
right.
Oh,
Oh.
oh,
I've never seen that.
Oh.
one. Man,
make him dance.
The windmill.
Oh,
yeah.
They still count. Now they
Still
don't.
whining.
That's
Look at
it,
that.
That's it. He's doing the Fred
Man,
Sanford.
I've never seen that. That's crazy.
that's awesome.
There's a
A
word.
showman.
There's a word for those legs, but I can't use it here on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Can't do it on the podcast.
Yeah. There's
That looks like,
that's a Hagler.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, is Ali in there still? Hagler and Ali.
Yeah.
Hagler's just one of those, known as one of those brutes, right? Just one of those.
Yeah.
But he was marvelous, though.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he was
what they say.
marvelous. He was such a great guy. I had the privilege and the honor of hanging out with him, being friends with him. Every time we were at the Hall of Fame in New York, we would just hang out the whole time. He and his wife Kay were good people.
Yeah,
Mm.
that was a good right.
Look at those gloves, man.
Was he a switcher? Right.
Yep.
He would switch, yeah, he would switch, but he could fight, but he was mainly a southpaw.
Man.
But man, this guy was
This
just
guy's taking it back
Get
to
back
grade
up.
school right here.
Yep. Oh.
Hitting harder than a 5th grade bully.
besides grandpa.
was
Besides grandpa, he was probably the guy that I looked up to and said, I want to be like that. And when I would see him fight in 1985, 86, 87, I would say, man, I want to try fighting like him.
Did he take a lot of punishment as a fighter? Or was he giving it out more?
Nah, he was giving it out more, but he could take
Who are
punches.
these guys right here?
I'm not sure what he says.
Red and black.
Yep. I'm going for the guy with the socks.
Oh,
Man,
Good hook.
that's what they say. You gotta. The punch that you're throwing can end your night. You're throwing a hook. Watch for the hook.
yeah. That's the old saying. Don't hook with the hooker.
That's why. That's where I don't spend my nights there.
Nope. There's an uppercut hook. Boom.
Oh, here's the hook coming.
And good night.
Douche. Skadoosh. Boom.
They both do that hook.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was looking to throw that left hook right there, but he knocked his
He
ass
threw it
out.
from last Christmas. I think the white. Oh yeah, you could just tell.
Jeez.
So you got to do a little Broner hump after that.
He knew it.
You know where it said recorded earlier, you should put recorded way earlier.
Yeah. And last year.
No. 20 years ago.
That's Hagler
I
again.
get, yep. No phones, no cameras.
Right.
Just sit and stare.
And it's that same guy in the second row yelling out, "Pégale la panza!" Every one of these fights.
Yes.
Ooh.
That's it.
Whoa.
Doink.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Wow. Have you ever seen one of those in like live in person, like guys getting
Oh yeah.
out of the ring?
Especially in the gym. That happens in
Oh,
the gym
yeah.
all the time. It gets
Jeez,
knocked
look at
out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ragdoll.
Mm.
The sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar Ray.
Brush him
See,
up. Touch him up.
The whole thing is, a lot of
Ooh,
these
good body
times,
shot.
like you look back at these fights, these old school fights, and you don't know these guys just because you don't see these guys.
Yeah.
Like, there's like some of these are lost in time.
Yeah, a lot of people know the name Sugar Ray Leonard, but never seen him fight.
I'm counting the
You know,
mustaches in the back.
1976 gold medalist.
Ooh,
Damn,
good hook.
it's quick.
Good hook.
Damn.
Jeez.
Man. Night.
And those are just,
Well, and Sugar Ray fought in a lot of those ABC World of Sports boxing events on Saturdays.
Breakfast
just
and
the
boxing.
just the gloves are different though. Those gloves are horsehair and they split up open a lot, where you can feel your knuckles. Once the separation of the horsehair. These gloves hurt. I put them on and I think, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then you have the ability to kind of move that horsehair around while
Yeah,
you're getting
yeah.
tied up.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And this is some of the things that, as a boxing family, are like, you don't like to see stuff like this, of
No.
course, but it's part of the sport,
Yeah.
Those are cool pants right there in the back, man.
Mm-hmm.
On
Sansa
the
belts?
judge?
No,
I
the
mean,
judge,
on
the
the
judge.
ref,
has-
on the
yeah,
ref?
the
on
ref,
blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw that hook. Boom.
Relax. That's what you relax.
Don't
at the
reach.
ropes. Yep. Jeez.
That's
You
what they
reach,
say.
I teach.
Hand down, man down. Making out with the canvas. See some of these guys, and you look at styles, right? Like you don't know their names, but you just look at the style, and you can just tell who's gonna get it.
Yeah.
It's blue trunks going down.
Yeah, he's going down quick.
You could just tell.
I want the blue to win.
Harold
Flores.
Vol. Yeah.
Overhand. Oh, almost came.
What's it gonna be?
Boom.
Yep.
Boing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's Allah.
Are those Nike shoes? Those look like Nike
Nikes. There's
shoes.
Nikes.
I think they're Kepa's running shoes.
What were the big? There was only Everlast and like title around back then. Like what were the big brands back then?
Everlast of Pony.
Oh yeah.
Dude's wearing Adidas right there, up to his kneecaps.
Adidas.
Oh man. We always say you don't go into a fight looking for a knockout, but sometimes you just, it finds its place. Look at that hair.
That was
Yeah.
one thing too. I always noticed the huge mouthpieces back in the day.
Yeah.
They looked so massive.
That guy's got some hair on him. That ref right there.
But those are just really soft mouthpieces. They look huge, but man, they're so hard. When they had the 3 little holes in front, so hard to breathe out of that.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
get
I
it.
remember
Yeah.
you used to have a black mouthpiece like that.
Yeah, it's so hard to breathe out.
Yeah.
This is on Espen.
Mm-hmm.
So they got that guy out the crowd to be the ref.
Mm-hmm. He had the right pants on.
Yeah.
Man. Some of these fights, like even though they're on like a top ranked YouTube, like no one's watching these fights and studying this stuff.
Oh.
Gosh.
man.
That reminds me of the Anthony Joshua Ngannou
Yeah.
punch. Just walk up
Yeah.
to him, knock him out.
Lead right hand.
These guys.
This is like a good southpaw who's moving. The southpaw is gonna get him. Just watch.
So what, a hook or overhand?
It's straight left. What? I bet.
Get him.
Boom.
Boink.
Oh, what's wrong
the
with
ankle.
Oh.
That was an MCL, ACL,
Everything.
TNT,
Oh yeah.
and
man.
MSNBC.
That's all the C's. You don't know these guys? You don't know any of these guys? Like, you don't recognize these
no.
guys?
Well, some of them, but not. I couldn't tell the names.
These guys look the same right here.
Oh, man.
Oh man, chasing back.
Never seen that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hit him back of the head. Yep.
You got the same trunks on.
And how times have
Yeah.
changed because a lot of these guys, you don't see any body art on them.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
right.
I mean, I missed
There's
that.
not-
Oh,
Oh, here we go.
Duran.
Boom, boom. Oh, look at
Overhand
that.
Right
Bounce
coming
off the
up.
ropes.
Mm.
And
Here's the overhand right.
He's fighting like Fred Sanford.
it's coming right here.
Boom.
Man.
Thing is, Duran was probably at 160, well maybe 147, but Duran came up from 130 at one point.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Two
Dang.
jabs to the body.
Look at that.
Get knocked. Who's that guy in the yellow that?
Moto McCory.
Yep.
I fought his brother, and that's Don Curry. From
His real
Dallas.
brother?
Yeah. His real brother. Yeah.
Oh, good body shot.
Don Curry from Dallas, Fort Worth.
Not to be confused
Oh.
with Steph Curry.
Boom.
Oh wow.
That was
Wow.
it.
That's Mills Lane, right?
That's Mills Lane right there. Right there.
There's Mills Lane.
I'm good. I swear.
Man,
That
lead
was-
right hand.
Oh man.
That one did him
shoot,
in
he's
right
out.
there. We got him where we want him.
You know
champ.
what? These guys, they wake up and they say, "Okay, I'm ready to fight now."
Yeah. you forget
Yeah.
about
What did he
it.
hit me
So at
with?
least they don't. At least they don't. I'd imagine they don't remember this.
What did he hit me with right there?
Golly, man.
The Cobra, Donald Curry.
I thought I saw a pooty cat.
Yep. Yeah. Again, you gotta feel for these guys, man.
But still, I mean, that's part of the
But
sport.
it's part of the game.
They're
It's
in
part of the
there.
game. They know what they're signing up for.
There's
Wonder if they ever
Now-
wake
now
up and
Donald,
say-
Donald Curry's gonna get the other end of it now. Mike McCallum,
Was it 88?
somewhere around there.
Good hook.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's a great hook. That's a gazelle hook. That's one of those step-ins.
Mm-hmm.
See, some of this stuff is like, man, the whole thing about it is
Look
some
at
of
that.
these knockouts, you don't see how they set it up, right? Like, there's a lot. I mean, some of these aren't set up, but
Yeah, but I mean, again, it's like
it's like
Hearns.
watching the three, seeing a 3-point shot without seeing how they opened up the man. You know?
Right, the ball movement before. Hook coming in. Oh, left.
Round one.
Oh.
Sleep.
Would you see back in the day a lot more like, you know how they have the up and coming fighters, the contenders, and they, you know, they're trying to showcase them on ESPN or whatever, and NBC back in the day. Are they going up against these tomato cans like how they are now when they're trying to build up the fighter, or are they still kind of say they're like
well, if you were on TV back then, you had to fight someone, you know, that was decent, or it was a close fight. They didn't
Right.
want to see, you know, the mismatch, that bad of a mismatch.
like
they
right
were going
now-
to show a mismatch, you know, an obvious one.
Right now, it seems like it's all mismatches. Right
Yeah.
now, it's like it's
Yeah.
just, you know what I mean?
There's a A side and a F
And a
side.
D side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But they don't show. They wouldn't. If that was going to happen, it was going to happen off TV. But on
right.
TV, you had to fight someone decent.
This is Rocky 4. What's his name?
Morrison.
Yeah, Tommy Morrison.
Tommy
right?
Morrison. John Wayne's nephew or something, right?
I don't know.
John Wayne's nephew. Against
That's a
Larry
good.
Holmes.
You know,
That-
is that how they
Larry-
I
introduced
sense
him?
a hook.
Oh, it's a hook. Yeah.
Didn't he get dropped? He guys won a bad drop.
Ooh.
Yeah, he got knocked out by Ray Mercer.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's
with
right.
like
Real
the
bad.
you
Three
kept
hooks.
hitting them. Yeah.
Along
Yeah.
the ropes, right? Man, look at that. He went
There's a
Gumby.
story
Good
about
drop.
He went Gumby.
Morrison, Tommy Morrison. He and I actually won the Olympic trials together. The Western Olympic trials. We won it together in Houston. Very nice guy. But what happened to him was he had a blood disorder or something, but they thought it was AIDS, so they stripped him of being able to fight. So he was not fighting at all, but because of
Right,
back
right,
then it was AIDS, no one knew about it. But he passed away and never been able to fight again, and it wasn't AIDS. It was something.
Wow.
It was a blood disorder or something.
Mm,
I'd imagine it'd be harder to win a championship with AIDS.
yeah.
Yeah.
Give him another belt.
Tyson.
Right hand. Boom.
You didn't have to catch you clean.
Mm-mm.
Catch you with the pinky and you're out. Look at those gloves. They look big, right?
It's all that tape that pushes him up.
Yeah.
The Hawk.
Aaron the Hawk. Aaron was
No, this is Julian
Johnny
Jackson.
Jackson. Yeah.
God, nobody's in the stands.
This one's been early.
The guy in the
Vegas
black is happy
earlier.
about
This
it.
was COVID, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
man.
COVID.
Yeah, the guy in the black is happy. There's no one in the crowd.
Jeez, man.
It was
Whoa.
It's a cool angle he had there.
Yeah. Douche.
Wow. And they were really, I mean, that wasn't his full power.
Good punches hurt too, man.
Yep.
This is you would say this is kind of like the dark side of boxing
He
right
was
here.
so squared up
Yeah.
on that one.
That's someone's son right there.
Yep.
just
Go ahead.
George Foreman.
Is Foreman really? I mean, of
I
course.
know
right,
he
but
looked slow, right? But he couldn't hit.
I mean, this is a guy who went.
That's dad strength. Ooh.
Yeah.
Closest I got to George Foreman was bought one of his grills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to your room. Let's go to your room strength.
Yeah.
I'm gonna count to 3.
Don't give me that.
Boom.
Don't give me that look strength.
Yeah.
Dad Foreman.
James Toney.
Lights
That's
out.
skinny James Toney.
Yeah.
Dang.
One of the best Philly shell fighters, I think.
Did they have like back in the day? They had all these styles like this. Like y'all dissected it like that. Like we're saying, oh man, that's Philly shell, or we're
Oof.
saying, man, that's Soviet style. Like did y'all have
Yeah.
any of these?
Back then they would say what type of style the guy had. He had like maybe back then the better fighter with Hagler, or he fights like Hagler. He fights like Sugar Ray. He's fast. He's gonna move around a lot.
But there weren't like dedicated style types, names. Boxer, puncher, whatever, right?
Well, yeah, they said that all the time,
Oh,
but not so
Jesus.
much the Philly show or anything like that. Well, at least I didn't hear about that.
Oh, man. He keeps coming, too.
Ooh. Some of these knockouts, man, you're lost for words sometimes because you just don't know. Like, this is the one, right?
Yeah, Ray Mercer. Yeah, and
On Tommy Morrison.
Tommy
Oh,
Morrison.
this one's brutal.
Yeah.
That should have been stopped. I mean, I think the ref did a bad job on this fight because the guy got hit 3 or 4 times while he's laying on the ropes.
This is one of those situations where they say he's too tough for his own good.
Yeah, this was after this. I think it was
This
over
one's
with.
brutal.
Man, he's just going to town.
He's out.
Wow.
Boom, bop, 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 bop.
Get up.
1, 2, 3.
That's all it took right there.
There's time
Another
Morrison again.
Morrison?
Yeah,
He's ripped.
That was fresh
There
off
it
Rocky
is.
right there.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, he was gonna roll it.
He was aware enough. He was aware enough to roll.
and he's people don't know he's one that was he was Rocky's. What was he in the movie with Rocky?
He was the guy that Rocky trained,
Uh-huh.
and then he ended up turning on Rocky.
Man,
And something I just recently saw all the Rockies. I hadn't
Yeah.
seen them. I told you I had recently saw the Rockies
Yeah.
maybe a month ago. This guy was in it.
I always tell people he had probably one of the best hooks in heavyweight history in boxing. His hook was beautiful.
Lights out.
lights out. Just so crafty. So crafty.
Took a knee.
James Toney.
Took a knee and a toe and an ankle.
So Mark, when you're watching boxing, right? When you're seeing this stuff, like, what do you see? Like, do you just see like?
I'm
of
looking
course
at the
you're not-
I'm looking at the action, but yeah, I look at their feet a lot because I want to see who's kind of hanging in there. You can always tell a lot by the feet, right?
Sometimes.
Butterbean.
You got a
What was his-
butterbean story, Dad?
Oh yeah. A few months ago we were in. Was it Canastota or what? Yeah, he was there and we talked the whole time. He's lost so much weight. He got up to about 4. He got up to 400 pounds.
Wow.
And
Don't tell me he's on Ozempic too.
I don't know.
No, I saw a documentary on.
Everybody
Oh no,
shows
he
that.
did the with the wrestler.
Yeah. He couldn't move. He
Couldn't walk. He was in a
couldn't
wheelchair
walk.
for 3 years.
He was on crutches, could not stand up,
Wow.
and this guy, he was like a wrestler or like a bodybuilder, or some sort.
It's the guy the wrestler, and he was running for president. Wanted to run for president.
Ventura?
Is it Ventura?
Jesse, the
Jesse
body.
Ventura?
I don't know. It's
Anyways,
anyhow. So
anyway,
this
yeah.
guy has a big health program and helps people lose a lot of weight. And he gets them into their camp and he does all kinds of stuff with them. And he went, not being able to walk, was in a wheelchair, weighing over 400 pounds, maybe even close to 500, he was telling me. And he's down to now 260 or 4
Wow.
or so. And looks great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mickey Ward.
Irish.
Oh,
The body shot. The liver shot, that's the same thing we talked. Shut your body down for 10 seconds and you're out.
Did Ward have a heavy punch?
Yeah, very, very heavy. He hit me one time on the elbow, and I said, wow, if that would have landed. During the fight, you think about this. He hit you, and you're like, wow, that would have knocked me out, or that would have hurt. Very strong.
Eric Morales, legendary Mexican fighter.
Against Daniel Zaragoza, who's one of my favorite fighters back in the 80s. This guy could fight.
Is this one of those
I
changing
think
of the guards?
Daniel Zaragoza, I think he stopped Mike Ayala here in
Oh,
town.
wow.
Yeah, you judge the fighter by the chest hair on this fight.
Yeah.
Is this one of those changing of the guard fights?
Yes, exactly. Man, they're such great. They're both from.
Man.
They're
What a
both
body
from
shot.
Mexico, and he's being the veteran, of course. He gives them that. You got me.
Winning gloves.
Throws the hook
That's
up
Texas. It's in Texas. There's a sign off on the glove.
Yeah.
top. Lawrence
And
Cole.
There's Lawrence Cole.
Look, throws the hook to raise his hands. Boom.
He took all of that from Tijuana. Boom.
That's where he's from too.
That's what I'm saying.
King of beers.
Let's see who's this.
This is Chavez. No. Oh,
who's this?
it says Juarez, not Chavez.
Trying to see who that is.
It's a good guess.
I'm going for mullet.
Versus a young Lionel Richie.
This is Commodore's Lionel Richie.
Both.
Man, how do you, it's so bright. Ooh, good body shot.
Wow.
Oh.
And see,
Bruno Mars
come
versus
on.
Lionel Richie.
yeah,
right?
yeah, that's what it is.
see, this is the thing. When I'm Mark, I'm asking when I'm looking at
He
this.
left the door open.
Yeah, he did.
No, but yeah, no. When you look at it, it's you're looking at the feet, but it's like who is in charge of the fight? Who's got like the little momentum going their way? It's very rare that you see a fighter, the Rocky, like just carrying the fights, taking the punishment. He's waiting for the right moment, and then he's going to come back.
That doesn't happen,
The closest,
doesn't happen.
The closest you get to that is the Gotti Ward fights to Rocky. That's the closest, I think.
Yeah.
Those are battles, man.
That was a
right?
great knockout
Wars.
right here.
Yeah, he got hit with the body shot right before.
See, what I look at when I'm looking at this, like these knockouts especially, I'm looking to see, of course, if it's body or head, right? But when I teach boxing, I always say, are you at the head and body, are you 50-50? Are you, 60-40? Where's your target at? A lot of people go 90-10 to the head.
Boink.
Boom.
Yes.
Someone got a souvenir in the front row.
Yeah.
Yeah. God.
Wow. That's,
That's
man,
one-
everything.
Wow. That's some power right there. Doink.
Yeah, man. Not,
And look, is aware of his feet switched into southpaw position. Boom.
bang,
Like
This is,
young Margarito.
Antonio Margarito,
Margarito,
loaded gloves, maybe possible.
Yeah, maybe
Possibly.
back then he was loading them up too.
Against
Is it
Sergio Martinez.
Sergio
Wow.
Martinez. Oh, he beat Sergio Martinez this fight, right?
This was one of those, this is one of the young Sergio Martinez. Wow.
Did they ever fight again?
Ooh.
I think they did. I want to say they did, but this is one of the only blemishes on Sergio Martinez's record, I
Yeah.
think. Again, Sergio Martinez started fighting at 19. You can say Margarito started fighting 19 months.
Yeah, 19 months, yeah.
Sergio Martinez, one of the cool guys of boxing. I
Yeah,
think.
very nice guy. From Argentina.
Those Argentinians, man,
They get hit.
they hit hard.
And Margarito is one of the guys that, at the end of his career, got caught and busted for having loaded hand wraps.
Which sucks so bad because he was one of the great Mexican
Yeah,
fighters.
he's fun to watch.
Such a good
so
guy.
Never
fun
went
to
down.
watch.
Oh, except for Shea Mosley.
And the third person in the ring, Joe Cortez.
Joe Cortez.
I used to really like
Not Coach
Margarito.
Cortez.
Nope.
But
Margarito was one of my favorite fighters until that happened, man.
Yeah, he was going to fight Shane Mosley for the for the title, and Shane Mosley's dad or someone was watching them get their hands wrapped, and his hands were loaded. They
Plastered.
Plastered with yeah. I guess what they do is they get the the hand wraps, and they're wrapped up, and then they put something on them, and then they wet them, and by the time he gets into the ring, they get hard, like a cast. And he was doing that for years. Oh, so the story to that is
Golden Johnson.
Golden Johnson, one of my
24 karat.
24 karat Golden Johnson, one of my best friends, and sparring partners for 16, 15 years. He fought Margarito in one of Golden's last fights. Well, probably his last fight.
Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden. He fought Margarito, and he fought everybody. Golden's fought, he sparred with Oscar, sparred with Shane Mosley. He fought Shane Mosley. Did everything. He fought everybody, beat some good fighters.
What happened?
He's fighting Margarito, and after the first or second round, working the scoring, he goes, man, this guy hits hard. He goes, I haven't been hit that hard before. And he's fought everybody. And then he gets stopped. I forgot what round, maybe 6th, 8th round. He gets stopped. And he always said, I've never been hit that hard before. The next fight, Margarito gets busted with loaded hand wraps against Shane Mosley.
What was that? Was that?
It was like the very. It was like
when he fought Golden. Was that before Cotto or after Cotto? Okay.
that was before Cotto.
Okay.
I want to say that was before Cotto.
Yeah.
Before any.
Yeah. It was before he got caught. And then, like I said, he fought Shane Mosley, and the next fight,
Because he
got
fought
caught
Cotto.
with
He
loaded-
fought Cotto.
He fought Cotto and then
and then
got caught.
he didn't get caught. He didn't get caught with Cotto. He fought Cotto, fought Mosley, went back to Cotto, and Cotto beat his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whooped him every round.
One of my favorite fights.
And that's just, you're too good of a fighter to be doing that.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know how, like, guys who respect the sport, guys who train, who are doing their runs, who are doing their road work in the gym. How do you find that in you to load your gloves? Like how do you do that? Like I
don't know. There's something. There has to be something wrong with you to be able to say, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
because it's
Because you know about it.
borderline murder, right? Like you're going in there with weapons now.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like what would happen if I do all
Going in
my
there with a loaded gun, man.
Yeah,
You're
like,
right.
what-
I mean,
Exactly what it
that's-
is.
if I go in there and I'm doing all my work, I'm training, I'm doing all this, but then I go in there with brass knuckles.
And you can kill the guy. Yeah, you can kill the guy doing that, and you're still willing to do it. Something about you.
There has to be something off.
Yeah,
You know?
there's something wrong. With
How many boxers have there been, and how many have gotten caught like that?
Yeah.
You know.
Because usually, I mean, the boxing commission, the guys, when they, when your corner wraps you up, they're inspecting.
Well, no.
They sign
no,
off.
Hold on. You're right, but that only happened probably in the mid '80s.
So this was
Before that. So before that they weren't doing that. And then a few guys got caught. Aaron Pryor, or I don't know, one of the trainers was busted for loading hand wraps.
Even
or
taking
gloves.
stuff off the
all
gloves.
the stuffing out of the gloves. And so then they started making sure that somebody was watching. But now this is something new. Now they're using hand wraps, and they wet them, and they get hard in the gloves while they're walking up into the ring.
oh wow.
Science.
Yeah, so
Oh.
Wow.
So
Dang,
you're walking
look
in
at
with a
that.
cast
you're
underneath.
walking in with a cast. And that's what Margarito was doing.
Right. Wow.
Who is that? Was that Rock? That looked like Rockman, but it's not Rockman.
No, it's too early, I think.
Jeez,
little,
man.
little extracurriculars.
Look at that. That is Rockman.
Oh, it is. Oh, this cup's already showing.
Ow, ow,
oh
ow.
man.
It's a bad sign.
Lights out.
You said, y'all eating popcorn right here?
The guy even rang.
I remember
rang
this
his own
fight. This
bell.
was here in town, no?
Yep.
This was here in San Antonio. Pacquiao.
This is 135
Is
Pacquiao.
that Diaz or who?
This is where Pacquiao only fought once at 135. They said this is his most dangerous weight.
Man,
Well,
look
here
at
in
that guy's
San-
face.
Yeah, here in San Antonio, if you turn up the volume, you could hear that guy say "Pégale la panza" over and over again.
This is Pacquiao. He visited our gym to train for this fight.
Yeah.
Is that Mike Miller in the ring? With his refereeing?
Good hook.
Man, this guy was getting tore up.
Oh,
Man.
jeez.
That's Vic Draculich, the
Jeez.
ref.
We ran right into it. Look at that.
Twink.
Short little
I
left.
can't think of it. Like Diaz, he's from Chicago, I believe. But man, that was
What a left.
Boom. Beautiful.
The whole thing was, man, look at those legs on Pacquiao, right?
yeah.
Another Pacquiao.
Pacquiao.
Man,
Ricky
we're at
Hatton.
Cha-Cha's. We're at Cha-Cha's restaurant on Babcock watching this fight in the back room.
Mm-hmm.
Second round, right? Yep, second round.
Slept him.
And
How old were you
was
when
an
that
animal.
you used to go to Cha-Cha's?
I was young.
It
Do
was
you remember
the,
Senyorowski?
Yes.
It was the It was the Soluna before Soluna.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love going there, man. You'd get your fajita a la diabla
Mm-hmm.
and
Shrimp a la Diabla.
yeah,
Good body
a
shot.
margarita, and you would get a
Massage.
massage,
Neck
A
crack.
massage.
neck massage, or you crack your neck,
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And you watch the fight.
and you watch the fight. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know it was that early in the fight.
Yeah.
that he
Second
got
round.
stopped.
He dropped him like 4 times.
Man, I didn't know it was that early.
Oh,
Wow.
yo, yo.
That's the reset button too, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
It's the argument though that Mayweather would always make is that he pretty much beat up all the fighters that Pacquiao knocked out.
Yeah.
So like Mayweather broke him in and then Pacquiao
Yeah,
finished it.
Yeah.
Man,
He's
And
gone
now, and
fishing.
now Pacquiao's going to fight coming up
Mario
against
Barrios.
Mario
Here we go.
One of your
Donaire.
guys right here, I'd say, Nonito Donaire.
Great guy from Argentina.
who?
Donaire?
Donaire? No, from the Philippines. I'm sorry. He's born in the Philippines but lives in California.
This guy had power too, right?
Yeah, man, he could hit.
For the size.
I did mitts with him one time at our gym, and I couldn't believe that people even got hit by that at that weight. I was like, how do people even? Yeah, they have no chance by getting hit like that.
This guy might.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go. A little show. Oh.
That's a little hot dogging.
Wow, that's
Oh,
beautiful.
Took a second or two to kick in, right?
Yeah, exactly. Hypnotized him.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little
That's
band.
Donaire right there.
Band.
Man.
Okay.
He gave, in a way, a tough fight.
They fought
That's
twice.
what I was
They fought
thinking.
twice,
That's
yeah.
what I was thinking about when.
But he was
Cardenas,
really think about his age.
Mhm.
Yeah. He dropped anyway, didn't
Mhm.
he? Yeah.
I can't
He
remember
did,
that.
right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
One of my favorite fighters right here.
Yeah. I was going to
Left
say
hook to the body, to the head.
that Cotto doesn't get the credit, I think, for his skill. You
The
know?
rare white gloves. Look at that. You got to have some balls to do that.
I remember this.
Body shot.
I remember this this fight. Cotto came out in baseball gear, like baseball attire,
Mm.
the pinstripe look.
Beautiful punch. One of the best left hooks to the body in the game.
Mm-hmm. Good
And
technique.
when he wore those trunks, it was game over. You might as well stay at home when he wore those trunks.
Yeah. Hands up,
That's
always.
that's that Fight Night Champion outfit
Yeah.
that he used to rock in the game. Here you go.
Trying to think with these
This is
guys.
where you can hear
Empty.
people burp in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is social distancing fight right here.
COVID,
Is it?
COVID
Yeah.
fight.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you can hear the ref fart.
Yeah. Only 4 people per section.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't know who these guys are.
I don't know either. I'm trying to figure out who they are.
Oh,
Hey.
Wow. You heard his hip.
He doesn't know who he is.
Yeah.
he doesn't know who he is.
He's going to tell the referee, I want a Happy Meal
Yeah.
when he wakes up.
Great
Dude,
hook.
you're not at McDonald's, brother.
Ata.
Wow.
I like watching these little setup punches that they have. The punches
And-
before
and,
the
you know,
knockout.
Yeah, that's the thing that a lot of these punch people say, "Oh, lucky punch." A lot of these punches are really set up. It's what you've done in the gym and the combinations you throw in the gym. You just happen to throw them because you're not really thinking in the ring. You're not thinking
Right.
at all. You're reacting to certain movements, but you're only reacting to what you've trained to do.
Yeah.
And it's not like, well, I'm gonna try this for the first time. No, you don't. You're
So it's
not
like,
thinking.
it's a muscle memory?
It's a
basically?
muscle memory.
Like-
It's something you've done in the gym. Already.
How lucky can a right hand be if you've thrown it thousands of times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Or uppercut. It's like when they said Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez. That was a lucky punch. Marquez, they show him doing that punch over and over and over in the gym, with mitts and with sparring partners, and then he does it in the fight, and they say it was lucky punch. That guy's been working on that punch forever.
He's only been throwing it since he was 8.
Yeah, yeah.
Top of the
Glenn
head.
Johnson.
Glenn Johnson's
And that's legal if his head's down. I mean, he's throwing a straight punch.
It's these tall guys right like this that are lanky that always fall the worst. You know that.
They get those ugly feet,
Mm-hmm.
crisscross feet.
They stiffen up.
Who is it going to be? The guy in the black?
It's the silver. It has to be
Yeah.
silver. He's moving too much.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
the guy in the red looks calm, right?
He looks
Right
set.
hand down
He
the
looks
middle.
ready to throw something. I don't even know him, but he's ready to throw something.
Is that
I'd be
Bailey?
surprised.
that's
I'd be
Bailey.
surprised.
Yeah,
Oh,
that guy
that's
hits hard,
Bailey.
right?
Bailey knocks everyone out.
Yeah.
Randall Bailey, I think is his name.
I'd be surprised if Red Trunks go down.
He's doing uppercut or right hand or something. I think
The other
I've
guy
seen
don't
this
have his
fight.
name on the trunk, does he? Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it. What's it gonna be? Right hand hook.
There's the
Uppercut.
uppercut.
Doink.
Yeah.
Mm.
Perfectly timed too. That guy just ran in there, baited him in by the ropes.
Jeez.
He cleaned his nose on that one.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow, that's
man.
it. Yeah, good call.
great uppercut. Man, textbook.
He was off to the
He,
side.
he pulled that Steph Curry. He turned away before he even fell.
Boom.
Watch that. Look. He landed it, turned it away before he
Oh,
even
that's
fell.
nice.
He knew it.
Boom.
Saying hi to the crowd. Nice. Pacquiao.
No.
Is that back there?
It's too quick.
Oh, okay.
It's a taken fighter though.
Oh, my
man.
gosh.
You can tell that guy was happy. 12th round knockout too. Oh, 4th round. It said 12 rounds. Wow. Out.
Yeah, who's that guy running back and forth?
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a good one right there.
Oh.
Good punch.
And the guy looks like he tore his ACL on the way down.
Good left uppercut. See how we set it up. Hopefully they show it again.
Those are punches and like knockouts that change your career on the other side of it, because like you're always thinking, man, that
Boom.
could happen. He caught all
Never
that
saw it.
uppercut.
He never saw
It
it.
changes your career on both sides, the losing side and the winning side.
Boom.
Yeah. Wow.
Never saw it coming.
Great uppercut. Right on the right. Boom. Perfect. Kovalev.
Is that Kovalev? No, that's not Kovalev.
Who is that?
Shmovahev.
Shmovala.
Yes, man. Some like when you were
Are these all
saying
top rank fights again?
these are all top ranked. They said. You're saying sometimes when you watch these like knockouts, like, you almost don't like know how you did all that.
What was
right?
the idea? What was the idea and inspiration behind shaving the underarm hair?
Lighter,
Quicker,
quicker swings.
faster.
Yeah.
Less deodorant.
Yeah, I guess so. So a lot of the fighters they shave their armpits. I don't know why. I think the more hair, the better.
But like when you see this, like you like, what do you think? Like when you're seeing all this stuff, like
Braids.
They don't want to. They don't
You
want to
avoided
clinch.
it.
You avoid the clinch
You know.
because you're all hairy.
Well, I think when you see, when I don't, it's to me it's tough. I don't really like seeing it like where, because that's like you said earlier, it's someone's brother, someone's husband,
Oh, I like
someone's
this one.
son, and it's just brutal.
Check this out.
So James, did anyone that you fought, did anybody have some bad BO in the ring?
I'm sure they did, but I wasn't.
You weren't worried. You weren't worried about that.
I wasn't- I
They
wasn't
didn't
like
use
that.
it as a weapon.
they
I
used
like
to
this.
say like people. I forgot who it was. They used to say like, don't brush your teeth before the fight, just so they don't want to get next to you or close to you, whatever. And I never did that, but it's a strategy.
Watch this. And I think Andy Lee gets hurt, and then comes back with his own medicine.
Ooh.
Wow.
Watch this.
I remember that the guy in the blue trunks. I remember that guy. I forgot his name though.
Not over yet.
What is he coming back?
I
with?
got him right where I want him.
It's an Irishman.
What's he gonna do now?
Doesn't he drop Andy Lee again?
Does that make
No.
you Ward?
Nah.
No.
Andy Lee.
Andy Lee trains somebody now. He's somebody's trainer. He's a good trainer right now.
Watch this. Watch this drive.
That's why they say.
Well, that guy's
Yeah.
he came in like
Yeah.
That's why they say a hurt fighter is a dangerous fighter.
Mm-hmm.
I can recall that Andy Lee didn't have the most power, which complements your
yeah, but
Your
this,
quote
guy,
there
this
of-
guy's walking right.
doesn't
in.
have to be a powerful shot.
Gonna be a good one.
Boom.
Yep. He went from hurt to hero.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
think
why,
Andy
that's
Lee-
why you just don't walk in without throwing a
I
punch.
think he went in to fight Chavez Jr. and Chavez Jr. beat him, I believe. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those fights. I mean, I remember that this guy in the blue trunks that got dropped. I remember him. I just forgot his name.
Who's this?
Another Donaire.
Donaire. Oh, versus the Jamaican dude. That's not the same guy that quit against Lomachenko, is it?
It might be. I'm not. Maybe not. I don't think maybe a different weight classes.
I bet you Donaire wins this one.
I didn't see Donaire on many bad sides, that much.
That guy can hit. He was 122, I think, maybe 125.
Ooh.
Yeah, he could take a punch too. Oh man.
Oh, wow.
Man. Top
of
of
the
the
head, yeah. Get up.
That's it.
Those are weird ones right there. Right there.
Yeah, hit back of the head.
Man.
Who was that guy?
Right? Like.
Made him miss, made him pay.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a tough one right there.
Legal punch, too, though.
Yeah, that rang the bell pretty good.
Yeah. Sometimes watching these men, like, we're around boxing all day. We see sparring all the time. Like, you can't prepare for this stuff sometimes.
You can't train for it.
Mm-mm. Power is a hard one. Like when you're.
It's like football. When you see these guys get knocked out by getting hit, you get hit all the time. Every day they get hit.
It's all circumstance.
Right hand.
The brutality of the sport.
Oh, yeah.
Who these guys are?
It's top rank. I mean,
This
I
guy's
feel like
ripping to the body. See, I like watching body shots like this because it's
Mm-hmm.
open up the head. It's gonna be
Yeah.
a headshot. Just the amount of, this guy's going to the body.
hook.
Oh,
Yeah.
There he goes.
I was training somebody
they have
today.
nice shoes. Yeah, brand new shoes on.
I was training somebody today, and I was saying, man, the body opens up the head. You gotta be. It's like gotta be 60-40, body and head.
Yeah, because all these people. I mean, if you ask any pro right now or anyone, would you rather get hit to the body or to the head? They said, rather get hit to the head.
Can you believe that? Can you imagine that, Mark?
No.
Here, stand up.
Yeah. Hey, let me show you. Let's demonstrate. Let's go to the board, D.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like if I was like, Pacquiao and Barrios, like I'm going to the body if I'm Barrios. You know what I mean? Like have an older guy in there.
He throws
You're-
great body shots, too.
Your chin can be good. But the body, man, tenderize it.
And Barrios has that long reach where you can hook that. You can throw the body shots really easy.
Oh, there it
Oy,
is.
oy,
Wow.
oy. Wow.
Which way did he go, George?
Yeah.
How do you see that fight actually? Like like realistically, how do you see it like happening? Like going the distance, Barrios and Pacquiao, or do you see it like?
I don't think it's gonna go a distance.
You think you think Barrios drops Pacquiao? You think he stops Pacquiao?
I think, just the way I'm seeing it right now, I think Barrios stops him, maybe 7th to 8th round, only because of the wear and tear. He's 46 years old, and he has a lot of wear and tear on his body. Barrios doesn't have a lot of wear and tear on his body. The guy only fights once a year, maybe
Maybe.
twice, if that, and that's not a lot of wear and tear. But he has the reach, he has youth, he has.
But are there some
Speed.
fights where like, okay, you're going in there with you're going in there with a Hall of Famer, right?
Yeah.
You're going in there with not only that, you're going in there with a guy.
Is he going to show him too much respect?
Yeah, you know what I mean. He's good. Is he going to show him too much respect, or do you totally flip it and you just like, I'm going to go at this guy because he's older? Could that play a big
No,
role?
because he won't go after him because
that's
Pacquiao
the thing.
still has power.
But Pacquiao's going to go after him because he knows I don't got 12 rounds.
Well,
Pacquiao has to.
You
That's
look
why-
at
that's
Barrios'
his-
last fight at Dallas Stadium. He was on fire until the pressure was put on Barrios. And then, there was
That's
a
what
big
I'm
switch
saying.
of
That's
energy
what I'm
there.
saying.
Well, Pacquiao has to put pressure on him.
He has to, yeah.
Because he's,
Yeah.
5 inches
But that's what I'm saying.
shorter.
Like when these fights, like Barrios, like we said last podcast, he's a slower paced fighter.
Good body
so
shot.
if you have a Pacquiao type guy pressing the fight, you don't have the opportunity to start slow. You have to go quick, right? Like you're like
Well,
now.
Barrios could box him for a little bit, move around. He moves well, too.
So basically,
Keep him on the
Barrios
outside.
has just got to kind of buy some time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He's just got to pick his.
let the old guy just tire out a little bit. And then
After the
then-
5th round, start
he-
juicing up a
he's
little
not,
bit.
He's not going to go after Pacquiao. Pacquiao is going to be going forward the whole time.
Yeah.
Barrios is going to keep him on the outside, try to pick him apart from the outside, and try to catch a body
He's
shot.
playing
here
the
or
long
there.
game.
Yeah, he has
Yes.
to. He wants to go 10, 12 rounds.
Yeah. Well, which would be great for him if they both put on a really great fight, man.
Because all these fights that I've seen Barrios in, it's never been him wanting to go knock the guy out.
Yeah.
It's been like strategic.
Yeah, he fights smart.
You know, he fights smart. He'll go 12 rounds with you. But I don't know, these fights, like the only thing I'm thinking old Pacquiao. And again, I didn't see his exhibition fight. So I'm thinking old Pacquiao.
That was
not like,
that was
you know what I mean?
So
hard to
if-
watch.
Pacquiao was 15 years ago.
All right, so the fight goes to distance, and now we go to the judges.
Yeah.
That's where I think.
So the whole
oh,
thing about
man.
that, and you're right, like you said it. It's
It
only
ha-
weird
it
if it
has
goes.
to be a close fight though.
But at the same time, there's no money in Pacquiao, right? Like there's nothing in it for him to win, right? So as if you're a promoter, if you're a boxing like brand or whatever, do you give the belt to let's say it is close, right? Do you give it to Pacquiao or do you give it to Barrios? Who has more longevity here? Who are you gonna get more out of?
Pacquiao's not gonna fight again.
You know what I mean? So you're gonna want
Well, if he wins a belt, he'll fight again.
this is WWE,
I know,
right?
but-
Like you're gonna give the belt to Cena right now,
Right.
even though they did. You're gonna give the belt to Cena, or you're gonna give it to a younger guy,
right.
right? And who's more hip? Who's more with it? Who are you gonna give it to, right? Who are you trying to put more stock in right now?
Yeah, you give it to Pacquiao, he's not gonna fight again. It's probably his one and done fight again. I
Yeah.
doubt
And
he'll
the fight is
again.
here in Texas, right?
But then you think about it,
know.
if Barrios wins, who does Barrios fight that he can get through?
Nobody. I don't
Right.
think
So who would you give it to?
you're
I would
gonna
give it
give
to
it to
Pacquiao.
Barrios, but that's why for me that's the only thing. Like the only thing for me is like Barrios wins, great, but the whole thing is like if there's any, I think I was telling somebody, if there's any belt right now that's like being held by somebody who I think could potentially lose it, it's gonna be Barrios just because of the last performance he had. And again, I don't know how much Pacquiao has in that tank, but I feel like if he rushes Barrios, I feel like if he just doesn't let up and he's just going at him, I can see Barrios like folding a little bit. He's gonna have to really box. He's gonna have to really move his feet. But again, I'm thinking of a Pacquiao that's just going in with the explosives on him, like suicide mission.
like he used to be. But
You know, but I don't think
Well, I'm kind of rooting for the local guy, and I'm hoping he sees this as an opportunity to make a
And see,
statement fight. Like,
great. That's the whole thing, right? Like you can be from San Antonio, and I of course I want San Antonio
Yeah.
to win.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm also not gonna eliminate my thinking of the game. You
I
know
understand.
what I'm saying? Like
it is a game.
And at the same time, I think Barrios has so much more upside than
He does.
Pacquiao does. But how much can you really eliminate a Hall of Famer? Or
But
how much
he's
can you
he's
really-
got to make it a statement fight.
Yeah.
This is his opportunity. I think,
I would
right?
see it
This is-
as a slap in the face if Pacquiao's deciding to come out and he says, you know, I want to fight you.
yeah.
What does
You
that
know
mean
I
to Barrios? Like
Right.
I would process that and be like, man, like that's a slap in the face to me.
It's
just
it.
get-
I
just
agree.
When you train, just have that thought
Yeah,
in your
this
head.
is
This
a
guy
belt.
thinks,
This is a belt that I could take. Let me go take
Exactly.
Pacquiao, thinking that,
Exactly.
right?
And even on my end of it, I'm thinking maybe it could happen, right? But at the same time, like I would take it as offense. I would be like,
Yeah.
what, really? Me?
So yeah,
Like, so Pacquiao's going for a fight he thinks he can win,
yes.
and I'm the guy.
Barrios is no pushover, man.
No, that's what I'm
fight.
saying.
Yeah.
We
I hope
shall
he does
see.
well. I hope he does well. Again, I'm not
When's
going
that
off.
fight? When is that fight?
That's
Tomorrow.
July. No, it's in July.
Yeah. Again, I'm just going off the last fight I saw, you know, and I guess the way it went
Maybe we
down,
should go
you
to
know?
that fight.
Sugar free.
Yeah. That's that. Ooh, ah.
Dean, look it up on your phone. Where's that fight at?
Should be Vegas.
It should be.
It wasn't Texas.
No.
Bam's fighting in Dallas.
That's what. I'm sorry. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where the Bam's fight's gonna be.
Okay. We should go to that one.
Yeah.
Who's fighting?
Tickets
Bam.
went on sale on last Friday, I think.
That would be
This
fun.
is that Branchik knockout. We covered that. Ooh. 8 knockdowns in 5 rounds.
Yeah.
And this is COVID. You hear everything.
Yeah. Right.
There were some great breakout fighters during COVID.
Yeah. I mean, they did a good job with the
Cepeda,
broadcast. Look
man,
at that. I
Cepeda.
mean, they're.
Cepeda was one.
Isn't he fighting right now? He's fighting again, right?
I don't know.
Not Cepeda. You're thinking of the other. There's another
William.
Cepeda. Is it the
think
one
of
who just
William.
fought Farmer?
Yeah.
That's Jose. You're thinking of William.
William Cepeda. That's right. He's fighting Shakur.
I don't know who he's fighting.
I believe he's fighting Shakur Stevenson.
Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, that's right.
Hey.
I did hear about
That
that.
should be a great fight. I mean, Shakur should outclass him, but Cepeda does not stop. What you crunch? What's that crunch? You're crunching over there.
Boom.
Those are my bones.
Is that what it is?
Those are his bones right there. That's
Yeah.
the knee joints.
Jason, your crunches are gonna come on the mic.
The camera's gonna go to you.
Who, me?
You've been hearing him all day. You've been hearing him all day. Gonna do a lot of editing.
Hey, Jason's over there. Who, me?
Yeah, who?
Boom.
Look at that. Look at that camera shot. That's pretty
that's
cool.
Yeah.
Now after that guy,
Look at that ankle. Ugh.
pirouette.
Next time I get to start YouTube, whatever y'all are watching at the same time, because I'm just like wondering.
Yeah, you don't know what it is. Yeah, you can't see it. This guy looks beat up already.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the.
I feel like the guy in the black shorts is gonna pull this one out.
No, I know.
I'm kidding.
And the ref's got the mask on.
This guy, I think, wasn't this guy a football player? The guy, Big Bank, or Big Baby?
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought he was a
whatever.
football player one time.
You sure you want to do this? Yeah. What was white trunks is now red trunks.
Yep. Ooh, little counter. Boom,
You don't mind
boom.
staying in the pocket with
Oh.
him?
Wow.
He looked like there's more fatigue, right?
I don't know. All I know is
Off
big.
balance.
Let's see, he gets hit there.
That wasn't a clean hook.
I know.
It's kind of like an open palm
He's
hook.
tired. He's tired.
Open
Yeah,
palm
he
hook.
wasn't a
That's
not-
a-
it
Off
wasn't
balance and
Yeah, he was just tired at that point.
a big tree fall hard.
Got slapped.
Man, in 10, 15 years from now, Odette is going to be looking at this and thinking, wow, Daddy, y'all had masks back then at this time. Like,
Yeah.
why?
See,
I mean,
and I was thinking about that too. I'm thinking like, those little moments in life where how do you explain, right? Like, how do you explain to your kids that you didn't have a phone before?
Yeah.
What did you do? Like, you just sat on your thumbs or what? Like, well, how would you get your information?
See, Mark, remember that when we had to, someone called you. First of all, when we first,
Well,
we didn't even have pagers.
No, you knew everyone's phone number.
Yeah, you just
Right?
had to go somewhere and
You had
go
to pull
to
the
a phone
Rolodex
booth,
out.
put 25
Right here.
cents in, call someone. You have to remember the number. Or
Yeah,
have
I
it
remember
written
you
down.
used to carry like a book, like everyone's number and contact.
Yeah, right.
You don't remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't remember that. But
It was a Nike like little thing.
Yeah,
it was like
yeah.
it had like a it was a
Everyone's phone
Rolodex
number on there.
almost.
Oh, yeah.
everyone's
Hold on, let me
phone
call
number.
this guy.
yeah,
And then we went to pagers. We had pagers. I remember I was traveling with the Laser Spectacular, and I remember I had
Good body
it
shot.
was all over the country. We had this thing called Skynet. And it was a pager, but it could page you globally. It was kind of really cool. It was a big old thing like that. You can get the weather and stuff like that. And then the first phones came out, you know. I remember I had the big Motorola brick phone.
it was in the pouch.
No,
the
this
briefcase.
was by itself. I used to put it in my pocket. The antenna would be hidden
So
behind.
you had, you're behind. We had it came in a case. You unzip it, pull the phone out, start talking, zip it back up, walk into it with the restaurant, looking cool.
Yeah.
This one right here is actually one of my more favorite recent knockouts. Is Valdez going backwards on retreat, catching Burchell.
Very
coming
similar
in.
to Cardenas and Inoue
Yes.
in the way he dropped him. Same punch.
Yep.
Same
Burchell at the
position.
point though is done. He's been in so many fights and so many wars, but
They're from the same town in Mexico, I
Yeah.
believe, and they would always talk about fighting, and then boom.
And Burchell had already been taking a beating.
yeah,
this fight.
but he's been that was his probably 80th fight.
Valdez though, one of those old school type fighters.
Yep.
You know, one of those old Mexican fighters.
And then
Who
got
actually-
exposed by Stevenson.
Yeah, who actually got really good at boxing until he ran into Shakur Stevenson.
Yep, and exposed him big time. Because you get the blueprint after a while. You know, you figure out how how you beat them, and the blueprint is there.
But that's the thing on Pacquiao, man. All that wear and tear.
Yeah,
All the wear and tear. All the battles, everything else. One of the greatest fighters of all time, right? All the wear and tear. At some point in time, we're talking about Father Time is going to catch up.
Someone's got to take your library card away.
That's it.
That was my Mike Tyson argument with Jake Paul. Was the same thing, wear
Yeah.
and tear.
Yeah.
But it's so
You could
hard.
train and look amazing on the bag and
Yeah.
do mitts and look fine, but when it's time when the lights are on and you're there, your legs don't show up.
Yeah.
Pacquiao's always been known for cramping up. Watch him cramp up the first round.
Yeah.
He's fine. He's perfectly in shape. But watch him cramp up first round.
Yeah.
And then we have a fight that no one's talking about. Wilder is fighting
Another dude from San Antonio.
another guy from he's fine. He was at our gym for a while. He's from Houston, I believe.
I don't know where he's from.
I think he's from Houston. It's Terrell Herndon.
Herdon.
I forgot his last name, but
Same undercard?
no, I don't know when this fight is, but it's a guy who used to train at our gym for a while. I don't know how, but somehow he got this
He manifested it. He manifested
Wow.
it.
And it's almost like a weird one because Wilder's coming off a loss against that Asian guy.
Big Zhang, Big Wang.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And now he's looking for like a comeback fight off a guy from the area. So
It's a
Good fights coming
It's a good
up. I
opportunity
mean,
for
yeah.
Terrell to win this fight. I mean, it's a good opportunity for him.
for sure,
It's a good name to put on your list of
yeah.
wins.
And for him, I don't know, like it may be like one of the first big names.
Yeah.
Well, it is, yeah, for sure.
This looks like Bivol.
Hmm.
It's not, but it
Oh
looks like
shoot! You see him? His head's shaking.
Mhm.
Who is that?
That ain't Bivol. No, it's not.
No.
That's Devo.
Oh,
That's Neymar right
yeah,
there.
dude.
Jeez.
Look at head trimmer.
Wow.
There's his hair shaking.
Yeah,
Look.
aftershocks.
Yeah.
It's aftershocks. Boom. And the uppercut.
And the whole thing is like some of these knockouts, they're, you can only see so many knockouts before you get desensitized to it. These are, there's Neymar right there
It looks like
enjoying the show.
It looks like Neymar. Oof.
Yeah, man. Knockouts.
I'd rather see a 12-round fight, good technique and all, than knockouts.
Yeah.
I just-
Like for me, like these videos are always entertaining, but I would rather see a guy landing a well-placed punch
Yeah.
overall.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, did you see that how he set that thing up? That's for me. I'm always
'Cause
thinking.
we see that. We see the setup. We don't just see the knockout. We see the setup.
When you're in an auto accident, you shouldn't be concerned with legal runarounds, just real advice. You deserve an attorney ready to work for you, an attorney that won't back down.
I've lost loved ones due to the negligence of others. If you or a loved one has been injured in an auto accident, I want to be there for you.
Raul B. Rodriguez and his team care about ensuring you and your family are represented, whether on the road or in the workplace. Raul is real, and Raul won't back down. Call 210-899-0300 to schedule a free consultation.
Before we get out of here, what do you got for plan for summer, Mark? We're gonna take a little hiatus. What do you got? You got anything planned?
I don't have anything planned just yet. There's some things in the future that are moving around, so it's hard for me to make a plan at this point. But
I've never been there. I don't know. Where
I did want to I did want to have a destination birthday because a big one coming up. That's going to be put on the back burner.
65? 65 is that big?
75. So I think, man, you look great for 75. But I think I'm gonna
First of all, you're gonna be 60 or 61. 60.
somewhere thereabouts.
Okay, but
I think I'm going to say
color your hair,
no. I'm going
right?
to say no. I don't. I'm going to say 59. I'm going to say 59, and then next year when I turn to 60, I'll do a destination birthday party somewhere. You guys are all invited. But
What does
we'll
that look
have it
like?
somewhere.
Where would you want to go? Like, what does that look like?
I want to do it. I want to do it in Nashville because
Nashville.
Nashville's fun.
Yeah, it is.
I want to do it there.
Did y'all go to Nashville? You
Yeah.
went to Nashville. Y'all went together?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were there.
Great time.
We were there the week that they opened up Nashville again
After COVID.
Oh yeah.
after COVID. They did away with social distancing, no mask. It was like open, and it was packed. We had a fun time.
Great time.
Right? I mean, so much great live music, and that's what I enjoy. Great restaurants, places to hang out, that kind of stuff.
Do you have anything? So you don't have that plan for the summer or anything?
No. I think that one's getting pushed a little bit, and so nothing planned right now. You guys?
So we're all next week. We're going to Port A.
Nice.
Spend some time. We haven't planned anything big, like a big. This year, since I have my daughter, we're not planning anything too big as far as like a big
Vacation.
We're just gonna go getaway at Port A. I'm gonna play my first round of golf ever
At the golf
with
course
these
out there.
guys at the golf course out there, Palmia.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm not a golf guy. You know, I usually smoke it instead of play on it.
Right.
So I don't
What
know.
are you
You
smoking?
can do both.
Huh? Yeah.
What are you smoking?
Oh, what aren't I smoking?
Devil's lettuce.
You know.
Nice. Swisher Sweets.
You can do that.
No,
you can do that on
yeah.
the golf course, and it kind of it refocuses you. Because
Yeah.
sometimes what happens, you're on the golf course and you're, things can be going.
Stiff-
It's like
stiff
boxing.
leg.
It's like boxing. If things are going well, you kind of like, all right, let me think. Things are going bad. But kind of it can refocus you.
You
Yeah.
don't want to be too stiff legged.
No.
Are you
still
gonna
want to
get?
keep it fun?
So are you guys renting out the golf cart?
Oh, we usually do. We did last time. I can't remember. We did
Yeah,
though, right?
sure.
Yeah. Didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
We're not walking.
Huh?
We're not walking it.
Yeah, no kid. Man.
No, we
With
were
all the
on
heat.
like when we're down there, just in Port A, we have like a little thing, right?
A golf cart. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to get around that.
for sure. But
It's a lot of fun.
There's that's next week. My daughter's birthday's next week as well, so we're going and doing all that.
Go celebrate.
Yeah. Then I mean that's all we got together. I don't know if you got anything
I
going
got a
on.
little Tulum trip right after that.
Tulum. What part? What? Where are you staying over there?
Deep South.
In the jungle.
I went to Tulum last year. I went to Mexico 3 times last year, and I just
You're Mexicoed out.
I'm Mexicoed out, man. Like that's just not. It's
I
not
can
in the
never be
plans
Mexicoed
anymore.
out.
About Cabo.
Yeah.
Well, if we go to Secrets again, I'm all down.
Secrets is good.
Tulum was fun. I think it all depends on the crowd. It all depends on who you go with. I think.
Are you guys flying into the new airport in Tulum? Or Cancun?
No, we're starting off in Cancun for 3 nights, and then we're going to Tulum for 3
Okay.
nights.
That was the worst. Flying into Cancun and then driving to Tulum.
That's a long drive.
That's
a
a
lot.
straight.
Now you can just fly straight into Tulum,
Yeah, it
man.
wasn't
You
open
got the
when we were
beautiful airport out there, and
Did you fly in there?
no, not yet, but I want to. I've been watching all the videos.
Tulum is different. Like I can only imagine if like I went last year first time, so I think I caught it a little bit late, but people who had gone before that, they were saying it was, it was a little different but on the when it was first starting.
Yeah.
I don't think you get hit as hard when you come out and get your bags. You don't get hit as
Tulum,
hard.
I know. Cancun is terrible.
Yeah, it's just you just have to keep walking straight,
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
because they're gonna hit you up with. We'll give you this for free, this for free, this for free, but you got to spend 5 hours with us.
Resorts or whatever. Yeah.
What's wrong with that? Just kidding. You won't come back with your face.
Yeah, right.
I'll have something duct taped to my intestine.
Your intestines.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have anything, you and mom aren't planning anything, getaways?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Y'all should. I don't know why
Well,
y'all.
I think-
y'all need to get out.
We want to do Europe again, but I'm not sure if it's just.
Why don't you
right
do
next
something small? Go
I know.
somewhere.
year. Yeah, we're gonna do something for sure.
Go to Albert, Texas.
Oh, that's fun. That was fun, right? It's always
That's
fun.
always fun,
Somewhere
man.
fancy like Albert, Texas.
Yeah.
Paris.
No, we're gonna do something. I leave it up to mom. Where do we want to go?
We got 3 weeks. I mean, these guys won't see us for another 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to get some new blood in here. We have some guys we already have in mind that want to come in for this next season. Who knows, right? Who knows what the season premiere?
Are you coming back?
It starts with a pop, ends with a vitch.
Are you coming back clean shaven?
I've shaved. I really don't like my beard that much. I'm really not attached to it, but my wife loves it.
Actually,
and
you
I
are
can't.
attached to it.
Well, I'm attached to it, but it's not attached.
Yeah.
I'm not attached. She loves it. I can't do away with it because the only thing is, it's not a bad thing, but if I shave, I would look like him a little bit. You know what I mean? And I'd rather have a little bit of this on me.
Yeah.
But
Well, I think the
Why don't you shave?
the
and I
beard
grow a beard?
distinguishes you from your dad.
Let him shave and I grow a beard.
Yeah, right.
no, but if I shave, I'll look younger than him. I can't.
I'm thinking about doing it.
Which one?
Shaving.
Just keeping the handlebars.
That's it.
You've never
For
grown.
Mexico.
I've never seen you with any. I've never seen you with a 12
no,
o'clock shower.
I've always shaved. I just
What's the shaving routine on you?
every morning.
Jeez.
Whoa.
That's it, man.
Every morning.
Every
That's
morning
crazy.
shave. Yep.
You got that time.
For how many years? For how many years have you done that?
Oops. They do that. Por un tiempo.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you have that time? How do you have that?
Morning.
Nah, it's quick shave in the shower, man. That's what I
Hey,
do.
you got nothing to shave. It's just
That's it. Now he's right. You do it
Do
fast.
you even grow hair anymore, or is it just?
No, I do.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, man. I
What's the longest? How many days have you gone without shaving?
Well, one time I had a beard down to here,
No, you
man.
did
It
not.
was.
You never have.
Now I spent some time in one of the beaches down in Mexico, and I was hanging out, t-shirt, flip-flops, hat,
Roughing it.
beard,
Banana hammock.
Banana hammock.
roughing it, hanging out with the monkeys.
And no
So
hat.
that's when I had the beard.
Yeah.
And
Or the
then-
monkey.
And then I got the call, and I had to come back to the States and shave. And here I am.
Wow.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's a good way to. This is a good little wrap up for the season here.
For sure.
It was awesome.
Talking about hair.
If
Great
anyone goes
season,
on
man.
vacation, y'all be careful.
Yep.
Have a great trip. Have a good vacation. We'll see you guys when we get back.